If I ask you to identify the employee who needs your attention the most, who would you choose? The employee who complains? The employee who's always frustrated? The employee who's constantly asking for help? Most leaders would. But today, I want to challenge that thinking. The employee who worries me the most isn't usually the loudest. It's often the quietest, the one who never complains, the one who always says, I'm fine, the one who quietly carries everyone else's workload, the one who never asks for help, the one everybody depends on. Because sometimes the strongest looking employee is carrying the heaviest burden. And by the time they finally speak, they're already halfway out of the door. Let's talk about the employees who never complain.
Welcome to Take Charge with Dr. Chichi.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Take Charge with Dr. Chichi. I am Dr. Chichi. Throughout my career in healthcare, leadership, education, and clinical informatics, I've met extraordinary professionals. Many were dependable, compassionate, hardworking, respected. If something needed to be done, they stepped forward. They didn't ask for recognition. They didn't seek attention. They simply kept giving. What many didn't realize was that some of these same individuals were quietly carrying stress, fatigue, personal challenges, and emotional exhaustion. Today, today isn't about blaming leaders. It's about helping all of us become better at noticing the people who often go unnoticed because they make everything look easy. The title of today's episode is The Employee Who Never Complain Are the Ones You Should Worry About. They never complain. Quiet doesn't mean okay. One of the greatest misconceptions in leadership is believing that quiet people are doing fine. Sometimes they are, sometimes they aren't. So quiet employees often think differently. Many don't. Many don't want to inconvenience others. Some don't enjoy conflict. Others were raised believing they should solve problems on their own. Still, others fear being judged if they admit they're struggling. Imagine an employee named Grace. Grace never misses work. She arrives on time, completes her assignments, supports co-workers, never argues, never complains. Her manager thinks, I wish everyone were like Grace. But Grace is caring for an elderly parent at home. She's emotionally exhausted. She's sleeping only a few hours a night. She feels overwhelmed, but she doesn't want anyone to think she's incapable. So she stays silent. Silent isn't always peace. Sometimes it's protection. Sometimes it's fear. Sometimes it's fatigue. As leaders, we should never assume that quiet means everything is okay. Why quiet employees stay silent? Let's talk about it. People stay quiet for different reasons. Some are naturally introverted. Some have worked in environments where speaking up led to criticism. Some have experienced leaders who dismiss concerns, and some don't want to appear ungrateful. Others believe everyone else is just as busy, so they keep their struggles to themselves. One of the most dangerous assumptions a leader can make is if they needed help, they would ask. Not always. Many high-performing employees ask for help last, not because they don't need it, because they're used to being the helper. Think about healthcare. How many nurses care for patients all day, then go home and care for their aging parents or young children? How many physicians encourage patients to prioritize their health while postponing their own appointments? How many managers support everyone else's growth while quietly neglecting themselves? The people who spend their lives helping others often find it hardest to ask for help. How do great leaders ask for honest conversations? Great leaders don't wait for employees to speak first. Guess what they do? They create environments where speaking feels safe. That starts with trust. Imagine a leader who decides that every month they spend 5 minutes with each employee. No agenda, no performance review, no discussion about productivity. Just one question. How are you really doing? Then they listen, not to respond, not to solve, but to understand. Over time, employees begin to believe my leader genuinely cares. That's when honest conversations begin. Trust isn't built during a crisis. It's built in ordinary moments of consistent care. So what quiet employees need most? I'll tell you what they need most. Most quiet employees don't always need more money. Sometimes they need to know they matter. They need appreciation, encouragement, development opportunities, permission to set healthy boundaries. And sometimes they simply need someone to notice. Recognition isn't only about awards, it's about making people feel seen. As a leader, ask yourself, who quietly keeps this organization running? Who always steps up? Who never asks for recognition? Have I thanked them lately? Have I invested in their growth? Have I made it safe for them to be honest? So let's reflect on this. Whether you're a leader or an employee, I'd like you to pause, just pause for a moment. If you're a leader, think about quiet people on your team who consistently shows up without asking for attention. Who have you assumed was fine simply because they never complained? How might one sincere conversation change the experience at work? If you're an employee who tends to carry everything alone, ask yourself, what keeps me from speaking up? Is it fear, pride, past experiences, or the belief that I should handle everything by myself? Sometimes strength isn't carrying the weight alone. Sometimes strength is trusting someone enough to say, I need support. Let's have a financial reflection. When quiet employees leave, organizations often lose years of experience, trusted relationship, institutional knowledge. Those losses don't always show up immediately on a financial report. It doesn't. But they affect culture, productivity, and future success. So investing in people isn't just the right thing to do. It's one of the smartest investments a leader can make. So based on my experience in healthcare leadership and education, I'm expanding my work to partner with healthcare organizations and businesses that want to strengthen leadership, prevent burnout, and improve employee retention. My goal is to help organizations build healthier workplace cultures through keynote speaking, leadership development, practical burnout prevention strategies. If today's conversation resonates with you, your leadership team, I'll be honored to explore how we can work together. So this week, I want to challenge every leader. Find one quiet employee, invite them for a conversation, ask one question. How are you really doing? Then give them the gift of your full attention. And if you're the quiet employee listening today, remember this: your voice matters. You don't have to carry every burden alone. If this episode encouraged you, please like, share, and subscribe. You never know who you might need to hear this message today. I can be reached to Take Charge with Dr. Chichi at gmail.com, Take Charge with Dr. Chichi at gmail.com, or you can go to our website, www.sparklingstar.org, www.sparklingstar.org. Remember this: the employee who never complains are not always the employee who are doing their best. Sometimes they're simply the employees who have become the best at carrying their struggles in silence. As leaders, let's become better at noticing people who don't ask to be noticed. Thank you for joining me on another episode of Take Charge with Dr. Chichi. My mission is to help individuals and organizations move from burnout to breakthrough by building healthier leaders, strong teams, and workplaces where people can truly thrive. Until next time, notice the quiet ones, value the dependable ones, create workplace where every voice matters, because the best leaders don't just respond to problems. They build cultures where people feel safe enough to speak before problem grows. I'm Dr. Chichi. Take charge. Bye-bye.
Take Charge with Dr. Chichi is a brand of Sparkling Star Development Strategies LLC. The information provided is for educational purposes only and does not constitute financial, legal, or medical advice. Financial services are offered independently by Dr. Chichi in accordance with applicable licensing and regulatory standards. Thank you for watching.